It's now my privilege to introduce our commencement speaker, Mr. Gregory Hawk. Gregory Hawk is a regional manager for marketing and subscriber services based in the Buffalo and Rochester area for New York Schools Insurance Reciprocal. He's responsible for the coordination and administration of services at all the New York School Insurance Reciprocal clients in Western New York. During a 25-year career in St. Paul Fire and Marine, State Farm, and Chubb, Mr. Hawk developed a broad range of insurance expertise in carrier, agency, sales, and territorial management. He holds a New York State broker's license, a certified School of Risk Managers designation, a casualty claims law associate certification, and is a New York State certified continuing insurance education instructor. He grew up on the west side of Chicago, attended the University of Chicago, Illinois as a college athlete, and I think that I've heard him speak before, I think that you will be inspired. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Gregory Hawk.
I didn't know you were going to say that. I don't know. You must have gotten that off our website or something. In trying to prepare, I prepare a presentation to these graduates here. Not knowing them and not knowing who they are, I found it to be very difficult, so I honed it in. And then when I got here and saw just the hospitality, it's almost like I could throw this speech out, but I won't do that. I realize, though, that when I'm done, you guys are going to be the happiest people on the planet. So I'm glad that she gave me 2 hours to make my presentation. First of all, I'd like to say thank you. I'm truly honored to be here this afternoon. First of all, I want to thank the Randolph Academy Board of Education. I want to thank the Randolph Academy Hamburg Campus Administration Office, and specifically Tina Rogers and Superintendent Mrs. Lori DiCarlo for inviting me. Congratulations to the Randolph graduates class of 2017 and to their family and friends. Tamari Hoverump, Angel Moody, Antonio Pizarro, and Trey Rodriguez. Noted on the program, as you will notice, is my name, Gregory Hawk, Regional Manager of Marketing with the New York Schools Insurance Reciprocal. This is the largest insurer of schools in the state of New York, insuring over 354 of the 700 districts in this state. I say that, but now you have that information about me, I want you to know something. I'm a little bit more than that. I, too, I'm a high school graduate just like you. We're in the same circle. However, I'm a graduate from the Lane Tech High School in Chicago, Illinois. And at that time, there were 5,800 boys in my school. 5,800, not 58. And it was all boys. And my graduating class had over 1,700 graduates back in 1974. So when I look at this group of fine graduates, all I can say is that you folks are very, very fortunate. You're fortunate to be able to specifically eyeball each of your classmates. And as Tamari said, you've gotten to know one another very well. But you can look at each other in the eye in one particular scan. And that's very special. It's very special. But that certainly was not my reality. With 5,800 boys, as you can imagine, 1,700 graduates, all I could do was put something on the top of my cap so my mom could recognize who I was in graduating. As I was saying earlier, I am much more than that. I'm much more than my name. I'm much more than my company. I am a non-teacher golf coach for the Lancaster High School boys varsity team. I'm a son to a mother who's 95 years old. I'm a husband, a father of 3 men. and the grandfather of 2. But enough about me. And just mentioning that just warms me up. This is your day, and I want it to be your day, and you've made it. It should be your day. It's special. I do not know if this day was a goal of yours, but if it was, you've achieved your goal. If it was not, you have also achieved. You've achieved because you started something and you finished it to completion. You started something and you finished to completion. As in the movie Rocky, maybe you don't know what that movie is, but I'm sure some of the folks out here, the parents, may remember Rocky Balboa. He told Mickey, his trainer, he said, all I want to do is go the distance. That's all I want to do. You've certainly done that. You've gone the distance where some have fallen short, and you and your families and your teachers should be proud. And as you have come to completion of high school, the question is always pondered, if not asked, well, what now? As I can see from the information that was given to me, you do have plans. In addition to your plans, I have to ask you the question, what are your goals? What is your mission? What I'm really asking is, what makes you get out of bed in the morning, and what is it that you do or want to do that inspires you to no end? Whatever it is, I suggest that you set some goals with it. I suggest that you write them down to make them a realization in your life. Write them down. A person with written goals has a life of purpose. A person with written goals have evidence that their life and have evidence of their life and purpose. If you're setting goals, I just don't know how you can lose. You're a winner. 2 weeks ago, Mrs. DiCarlo asked me to speak at the Randolph Academy Commencement, and I said yes. I think I said yes a little too quickly. Once I said yes, she immediately gave me the date, the time, the place, and before I can change my mind, she said, okay, bye-bye. So here I am. After giving it much thought, I said, I still do not know what to say. But getting to this point, I had to change my perspective. I said to myself, these are high school graduates with different aspirations, going to different places with their own unique qualities. I said, Greg Hawk, if today was your last day on earth, what would you want to share? So that's the perspective I had to take. What would you want to share with these graduates and their families? I had many things, but I've narrowed it down to four things. So I'd like to briefly speak with you about choices, words, social media, and the Hall of Fame. I know it was mentioned that I played college football for the University of Illinois. Yes, I did. So you know, Hall of Fame is usually associated with athletes. But please let me know this, let me know this. Do you believe that you could make a decision today that could make your family life, your personal life, your career life better? By a show of hands, let me see that. Do you believe that you could make a decision today that could make your family life, your personal life, your professional life better? Do you believe that? Okay. Do you believe that this day there's a decision that you can make that to make your family life, your personal life, and your business life worse? Do you believe that? Show me. So what you're really saying is that you believe that you can make a decision that will improve your family life, your personal life, your professional life, and make it better. And you basically say that you could make a decision to this day that could make your family life, your personal life, your professional life worse. But what you've just done is basically say whether it's better or whether it's worse, the choice is whose? The choice is yours. The choice is yours. Very interesting here. I'm sharing with you graduates today that choice is a fundamental power. It is a fundamental power of the human experience. And for what I'm hearing about you folks, you know that. Choices can lead to success, and choices can lead to failure. Failure is real. It is real. And I'm sure you know that. But if it was up to me, and it's not, the power of choice should be a subject in every high school curriculum. That's how critical I think the power of choices is to learning and to your very being. Choice is huge. But here's the paradox. Now that you've graduated, the small choices are the ones that have the biggest impact. The small ones. They have the biggest impact on your life. They are the empowering ones. Those choices that you make alone in your bedroom or at a coffee table in your home or behind the steering wheel of your car, those are the difference makers. Well, the big choices are the obvious ones: buying a car, buying a home, what school to go to, or making a big purchase or something. Those are obvious. But in your life, you're going to make decisions, and you're going to make decisions about what to do. You're going to make decisions about what not to do. But I suggest, when you're faced with those challenges about making decisions, don't look backwards. Do not. Do not look backwards for guidance, because there's nothing back there. There's nothing back there. The reason you are where you are today is because that part of your life, believe it or not, is over. It's over. Do not look for over to chart the new. It's scary. Do not look for over to chart the new, because you're going to a new place. So do not go back there. Yeah, you have good memories. That's great. But do not look backwards. Another area is words. If I had to talk with you about words when it comes to choices in the next phase of your life, which is the now, I suggest that you choose new words. You're going to need them. You're going to need those new words in order to meet the new challenges of your future. Some of the old words that we've gotten comfortable with, some of the old words that you hear in your house, some of the old words that you share with your buddies, they're just not going to cut it. You just have to find some new ones. The power in words, the power in the words that you say to others, and the power in the words that you choose to say to yourself is powerful. To experience the fullness of life with yourself and with others and with the things you do, here's my suggestions. There are 3 words that's got to go. Now, I'm sure that the 3 words that you probably came up in your mind with, my this, my that, these are not those 3 words. But my 3 words that I would suggest, if this is my last day to talk with you, is entitled, blame, and deserve. If you never use these 3 words again, the stresses of your life will be much less. The fulfillment of your life will be much more. Because the world owes you nothing. You are not entitled to anything. Blaming others, blaming anything is toxic. The more you focus on blame, the less time you will have to get about making your life happen. I noticed Tamare was thanking the teachers, thanking the people that have made positive change in their life. Those are the types of things that are benefiting. Making your life happen in the pursuit of your goals and the desires of your heart will definitely be experienced if you get rid of entitled, get rid of blame, and get rid of deserve. The next choice, social media. I know I'm probably going to get a little flack on this one, but if you want to go where you want to be, I'll have to let you know that I got my first computer. It was a portable one in 1983. I got my first cell phone in 1985. So I say that to say that I'm not exactly new to technology, but I think most of us in the room remember the time when you had to actually pick up the phone and say hello to find out who was on the other end. That's just how quick things have changed. You know, I suggest that if you're really committed to continuing and building on the present success and your future success, that you make a choice to go on a 30-day social media detox. Come on, parents, let me hear an applause for that one. I said social media, not computers or technology. Social media like Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and the others that us older folks don't know about. Just a 30-day detox. If that is the only thing that's keeping you away from your goals and accomplishments, wouldn't you think that would be worth it? And I'm going to share with you why. Those that have done this have found that it's given them a feeling of freedom. It's giving them a clarity of thought. It's enhanced their personal communications, face-to-face with their family members, co-workers. It's removed negativity and unnecessary information from their lives. They've become more aware of who they are because they're not allowing media to dictate who that, whether it's a like or whatever. They've left them with establishing and reestablishing new goals for their lives. So, social media is here forever. I know that as a fact. But if you have goals and you want to achieve what you really want to be, what you want to do, and you want to be your best self, you'll recognize that there's nothing social about it. It does not define you. You define you. You define it by taking control. Take control of how you use it when you use it, and how long you use it in your personal life, your family life, in your business life. And lastly, my last thing, the Hall of Fame. You're like, well, what's that all about? We all know that the Hall of Fame is usually associated with athletes. The Hall of Fame is a way to identify an illustrious people or person. And in most cases in today's life, what we hear is the athlete. But I'm personally speaking of your Hall of Fame. Tamare's Hall of Fame. Angel's Hall of Fame. Antonio's Hall of Fame. Trey's Hall of Fame. I say that as living proof. In my wallet, here's my Hall of Fame. These are all the people that have touched my life. These are the people who found me. They don't get there at the same time. It's hard to get on the Hall of Fame. But I'm sure there's people that have touched me that deserve to be on the Hall of Fame. I got my mother to come through. Doesn't mean all mothers deserve to be on the Hall of Fame. I have this else with me. I ask the question, but I don't answer. I have Mrs. Lake, my second grade teacher, known all my life. I have my reverend, my pastor, growing up as a kid. I have a gentleman here in Western New York that I've named as on my Hall of Fame. These are the people I'm accountable to. I look at this Hall of Fame. On the back of the Hall of Fame, I have the books that I felt that affected my life. I'm not going to share them all with you, but the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Talent is Overrated, Delivering Happiness, the ideal team player. Those are just a few. The Hall of Fame never dies. As you grow, your Hall of Fame should build. And if you get your Hall of Fame, let those people know face to face where they are in your life and thank them. Tell them why. Tell them why they achieved that honor. They're in your Hall of Fame. Use it to become accountable to it, and it will change your life. It's every decision that we talked about in choices. Hall of Fame is watching. Make your choices and decisions. Modify your vocabulary in a way that would make each member of your Hall of Fame pleased, proud, and honored to be in your hall. May each of you find your purpose and fully feel your unique space in all that you do. And congratulations to each and every one of you.